Welcome, Wilfried, and thank you for taking time for this short interview concerning your next class coming February, the Inner Techniques part number 2. And I'm curious to hear what this class, 4-day class, will be about.
Well, this class is about internal techniques, as you said, and I've been teaching these internal techniques for decades now. And recently it became clear that so far it has always been an introduction into internal techniques, but not how to work with them in practice in more detail, only basics. And now, well, I started to develop the internal techniques in the late 80s, early 90s, and since then a lot has happened, and I understand internal techniques much deeper than in the past. So this course will be about all this, about all these experiences and how to apply internal techniques in everyday practice, which can be a challenge when one is not used to do it. And I just want to show how I apply, how I use internal techniques in my daily practice.
So you're going to show it also on concrete topics like shoulder pain, chronic pain, whatever?
Yes, that's why most people come into a shiatsu practice, because they have some problems. So I show how to work with internal techniques in those specific cases. For example, if somebody has a shoulder pain, we do not only look into or feel into the shoulder space, the space of the shoulder, and work with it and the pattern that we find there, but also how this is related to the rest of the body, how it is connected to the middle burning space, to the diaphragm. Is there a blockage in that area? How is the shoulder related? How is it connected with the hip or with the psoas muscle? And vice versa. So we check the internal space of the body of the receiver and check how is communication going on in there.
Okay, if you describe it this way, this sounds not really like only staying in meridians, but sounds like being able to work with meridians and without.
Yes. What I was mentioning right now was just working within the energetic space of the body of the receiver. And but you can also apply this in meridian work, because also meridians are space. They are not lines, they are space, three-dimensional space, and within those meridians we find the landscape of the meridian, we find kyos and jitsus and blockages, and we can work with them. Internal techniques are a perfect tool to work with them. It goes beyond just touching the surface. It goes beyond just touching the depth of a tsubo. It opens the space.
And as far as I know it from your inner techniques teaching, working with the space also needs working with our space as a practitioner. So will there be probably lots of parts of the class concerning with the own space within us when we're giving shiatsu?
That's right. That's right. That's something one should learn as a shiatsu practitioner anyhow. When you practice shiatsu, you need your own space, because to be able to work with something energetic, which is always space, we need to go into contact to communicate with that space. And we do this via our own body space, which is the motor for our communication with another space. This works via resonance, and we have to enter into a resonance space to be able to do that. And internal techniques are a perfect tool to learn that. That's, in fact, for me, one of the most important effects of practicing internal techniques is that the space of the giver expands, widens, relaxes. So we can really work with the space of the receiver as like we were holding it with our hands and playing with it or dealing with it.
Mhm. So this also might be the reason why you give this class more space going over 4 days, so that there is enough time for every participant to explore and to develop more of the work with their own space when we're treating.
Exactly, exactly.
Mhm.
It just takes time. I mean, even those ones who have learned this already, who have learned it, who know how to apply them.
Yeah.
Myself, I'm still learning to
Mhm.
use my own body space. This is a
Yeah.
never-ending Qigong story
Yeah.
going on. So and also in this workshop, and for those who are not familiar with it yet, they just need some time to go into that mode
Mhm.
and not stop it after 2 or 3 days when they have just managed the feeling, oh yeah, now I'm within my own space. Now I can open up. So they have an extra 1 or 2 days to practice it and to deepen this experience, which I think is very important. That's
Yeah.
why 3 days would not be enough.
Well, I can only agree, since I know your class with the inner techniques, and practicing them every time is like developing more and more as a practitioner itself. So, and it might be wonderful to share this class with students from many other schools, since we offer this English translation during the class, so that participants from all over the places where you've been and who haven't met you yet can be attending in February.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to participants from other shiatsu trainings, other schools, from practices, if possible, also from other countries, because this always enriches the class, the contents of the class, all these different approaches, different understandings, so we can communicate about it, talk about it, and exchange our experiences. And this is absolutely valuable, especially for this course, which is a practice course. So we'll be working practically all the time. And I'm very much looking forward to those other people. Yes, very much.
Yeah. And as far as I understand, you will have an assisting team again who knows your work very well, so that there will be a great offer of assisting the participants as well, developing their own inner techniques.
Yes, I will not be working alone. Um, that would be too much. I have two very experienced assistants and practitioners, of course, and teachers. So I will have a strong background. Yes, or we will have a strong background within this workshop.
Yeah, great. Yeah, well then, hopefully see you all in February then. Thank you so much.
Yeah, see you in February. Thank you, Bill.
Bye.